guys, it's Kate and I hope you're having a great day. I'm back with my New York Central cold press watercolor paper, my Mei Liang watercolor palette, and a little sketched triangle. So I want to do a little Christmas tree, and we're going to do a different watercolor effect on it with some salt. So you can see here I've sketched basically a big triangle. We're keeping it very simple and fast today. And I'm going to do 2 quick watercolor layers, and I'm going to be doing some salt for some texture. So I'm going to start off with my tree, and then I am going to go in to paint my background after my tree has dried. So I'm gonna get my Aqua Elite. This is a number 12 brush. It holds plenty of water, and I am going to start by just filling in my tree inside my little pencil lines and putting plenty of water down so that I can drop some color in here, and it will just help it spread out a bit. And we're going to do kind of like a mixture of greens. Now, if you don't want to do green, you can do any colors you want. It's going to be whatever your preference is. But for me, I'm just going to do a green tree. And I'll probably add some yellow ochre in it maybe, or something to just give it a little bit of warmth. So in my palette, I am going into this color here, which is Hooker's Green, and I think I will add some yellow ochre. And I'm going into my pan. I am going to start dropping this into my tree and letting it spread out. And I'm going straight into my pan so that I get a good color load on here. And I'm just going to go around the edges and get that green in. Now I'm going kind of dark with this because it is going to spread out as it dries, and we're going to have some different, the color is going to get lighter as it dries, so it's okay to go in kind of dark. So I've got it mostly green. Now I'm going to go into this yellow ochre and start filling in some of these empty spots that I've got here. And I'm letting it blend with the green and just kind of drop off my brush. And grab some more color as I need it. And then we'll have just a really cute little two-tone tree here. You don't have to overwork it, just get your color spread out, and this will be good. Now, while this is still wet, I am going to grab my salt. This is like a sort of a medium to coarse grain salt, and I'm going to go pretty easy with the salt and just sprinkle a few little pieces on it. And you can see them starting to darken as they spread out, and as this dries, it will add these little like starbursts, and I think that's going to be a really cute effect on this tree. So I'm going to let this dry, and then we're going to do our second layer. All right, we have our wonderful texture. We're all dry on our tree. Now I really want to do kind of a two-tone blue, and I want to use some metallic color from my palette. I'm going to actually turn it around a little bit. And I have this sort of metallic blue here that I think will be really pretty, and I'm actually wondering if I paint the sky with this, because I kind of want it to be like a snowy day or something. But I wonder if I do this, if the salt effect works as well on metallic watercolor as it does on regular watercolor, or if it's not very noticeable. So this is going to be a good experiment to try that, and I think it'll work just fine. So I had kind of sketched in a little line here to put my sky next to my ground, and this is the metallic blue in the palette. I don't have let me see, what is the color? I think it's flash blue, or no, it's deep interference blue is the color. So I'm just going to go in here quickly and add my blue. I want to go quickly because it needs to be wet for the salt effect. And I'm just going to, like last time, add a few pieces of salt here. I'm just going to make sure this is wet still. I'm going to add a few pieces of salt in here so that we can get sort of the illusion of snowflakes. And I'm going to be very sparing again. I've just got a tiny little pinch of salt, and I'm going to put just a few little pieces down here so it can kind of look like a snowy day. But then it's going to have some really nice sparkle too, which I'm excited about. So I didn't want my tree to bleed, but I don't really care if my sky and my ground blend together. So I'm just going to continue and do my lower half, but I'm not going to use metallic paint for the bottom. I'm actually going to go into a different blue. I am going to be dipping into my light sky blue right here, and I'm going to do my ground. So I'm just going to grab a nice brush load, and it's a little bit of a different shade, a little different hue, I should say. I keep saying shade, but shade is really a value term, I think. A hue is a color, but I guess it doesn't really matter because I think you know what I mean. So we got a different blue, so it definitely looks different than the sky. And I might add a little bit of a contrasting color down here. I might go into the fresh blue, which is darker, a little bit more rich, and I might just add a few little lines here. I don't know how much they'll bleed because this is pretty wet, so it might just all blend together. Maybe I'll go in with my smaller brush. This is the number 3 round, and just get a good paint load on my brush. If it's creamier paint, it's not going to spread as much, even if you're putting it on a wet surface. I think I kind of like that. Hopefully kind of stays. I say hopefully it stays put as a huge bloom comes out, but I think that looks pretty neat actually. So okay, I'm gonna leave it like this and we'll see how it dries, and we'll see what our tree looks like at the end. All right, we're dry, and I love the texture effect of the salt on this one. It turned out so cute, and I really love how the blue paint dried down here. It kind of bloomed out a bit while it was wet, but it kind of kept its shape, which is really cool. I love the effect on here. There's just so much texture and good stuff going on. So I'm going to give you the close-up and kind of come down. There's a really subtle sparkle in the sky. I'm gonna kind of move it and hopefully you can see that. It's not too pronounced, so it's just a really nice little watercolor. You could do this for a card or anything. I love the little tree, and it's such a simple little watercolor to do. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like this, make sure to subscribe. And until next time, keep creating.